flexin'. I be flexin'. Oh, well, the flies won't never now. The flies won't never now. I'm doing way better now. I'm getting that cheddar now. I be flexin'.
Hey you guys, it's your girl Starr Kraziness, and I'm coming to you with another recap / review of Little Women ATL. This is season 2, episode 5, Law and Disorder. And before I get into this, I want to send my prayers and condolences out to Emily, as well as her boyfriend. While I was looking for pictures to come put as my thumbnail for this particular video, I saw that her son JJ had passed away. And from watching you on TV and all the complications you had to go through, I'm so from the bottom of my heart sorry to hear about your passing. And it was just like I was just watching this episode and I found that out, and he passed on August the 5th. So, and here it is 14th, so I'm late, but better late than never. Okay, that was the saying, better late than never. So everybody out there who's watching me, please send your prayers out and condolences out to Emily, as well as I want to say his name Lontel, because yes, it was a struggle with baby JJ, but he's in a better place, and I pray that y'all get past this and move forward. But on that note, I have some pictures I would like to share with y'all, so we can take like a moment of silence for JJ. So here we go. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get into the episode. So we're back with the twins at the doctor's office. She had to get Andrea, I think that's how you say her name. She had to go to the doctor because the contractions become a little too fast for her, and it was getting painful. So because she's way too early to have the baby, and they didn't want it to turn out how she did with her baby boy, the doctor decided, look, we're going to need you to go to the hospital, stay at the hospital to get overnight monitored, make sure everything's good with your blood pressure and all that, and make sure Aubrey don't come out, as well as he's going to get her, he said the medication, but I didn't really hear what it was exactly, but it's basically to stop the contractions. So she was like, dang. And I really didn't want to stay at the hospital overnight, but Aubrey can't come out. I can't afford her to come out right now. So she went on ahead and stayed. So then, after we got that news, the nurse, she came in. She was like, I have the size of the baby. And next thing I know, Amanda, she done took the envelope and saying, look, you ain't gonna get it. It's gonna be a surprise. And her sister looking like, girl, you better give me that envelope. Let me know what this baby is, an average size or a little person. I ain't got time for these games. And she was like, look, no, I'm gonna throw you a reveal party. And, sometimes it's like to reveal the gender or whatever, but in this case, it's to reveal the size of the baby. Is it gonna be tall, average, or is it gonna be like a little person? And her sister was like, really? Well, let me still know. It can be a surprise to everybody else. And she's like, nope, I'm not gonna do it. So she done put the envelope, stuck it in the purse. So we're gonna go from there. And we got Juicy. She's hosting / she's being an announcer at this event called Mayfest. It's actually in Augusta, and I got family down there. So hey y'all in Augusta, it's your girl Starr Kraziness cuzzo. Check me out. But anyway, yeah, they have an event. Basically, it's like a big old concert where radio stations, they come out and promote music, stuff like that. So Bree and of course Money, she down for the ride. They go on there, turn up or whatever. So they come out while Juice is on stage. She said what she gotta say, then she introduced them, and they twerk some for a look, some twerk something for the camera phone. Hey, y'all remember that song about Yin Yang Twins twerk? So I think it was the Yin Yang Twins. But yeah, they doing that little twerk. I don't know what Monty was doing. She was doing, but whatever. So then they go back to Juicy trailer, and her trailer was nice. And of course she was like, it's a privilege of being a boss, queen of Atlanta, blah blah blah. I'm like, girl, stop it. But anyway, so they gonna have some chit chat, and then she was talking about, how y'all feel about the vacation we just, Myrtle Beach, Money, you a little freak in the, I knew you was a freak in the sheets, but I didn't know you was a freak out here in these streets. And I mean, she both, y'all. She is both. So if y'all ain't seen the episode where she was acting the fool, make sure you go ahead and cop that episode. So then she was saying, how y'all recuperating from the Myrtle Beach trip. And of course, Money, she was like, well, I never been before, and I just, I was just amazed at, what was all going down. Then Juicy gonna say, well, I didn't know you and Marlon, I think that's his name. I didn't know y'all had an open relationship, and I didn't know he was cool with you, doing what I seen you do. And then mine was like, we're not in an open relationship, and no, he's not cool with it. But like you said, whatever stays, what happened in Myrtle Beach, stay in Myrtle Beach. So that's how we're gonna keep that, okay? And I was like, but clearly it's not gonna stay, because we all done seen what you be doing behind closed doors, all right? But anyways, we what if Boo finds out? Remember, you look okay? Yeah, I had to redo my notes. Had to make sure I cover everything, because these chicks, they crazy. And then Juicy, she got this another event she want the ladies to come to. She was like, you know what, we've been getting ratchet and all that turned up, but I'm ready to do some classy stuff. So she said, look, I'm gonna invite y'all guys to, let's go to a winery. And I was like, that's nice, a little sip and stuff like that. I was like, okay, I'm digging that. And then he'll go Bree. Okay, well, since Melissa's back in town, I can invite her. And Money and Juicy looking at each other like, is she serious? Did she not see what happened when she brought her friend the last time between her and Amanda? Like, I don't know about that. I really don't know. Should we even go that route? But she was saying, okay, you can go ahead and bring her. But, if anything pop off, Mama Bell, which is Minnie, she gonna come for her cubs. So, just make sure she ain't mouthing off at the mouth again or whatever. And then she, what's her name? Juicy goes on to say, speaking of that, me and Mama, we got a court date coming up, and, I just need to show her that I'm not playing. I mean business, because you just can't go around throwing chicken wings in people's faces and thinking ain't gonna be no repercussions, okay? So she goes to say, I might have to be in the witness protection, because her mama is crazy. This girl done said, I don't know if it was in this scene, let me see. Take serious, no remorse. Okay. All I know, she had made a comment to the fact of Minnie Mama is big, even for an average sized person. So when she saw her as a giant coming after her. I was like, Juicy, stop it right now, okay? But yeah, so then Monty, she gonna talk about some, people need to know what they defending and this and that, because if you go hard and see, we she done put her mama in a predicament where she gotta go to court, and see all that stuff could have been, handled a different way. And I'm like, Monty, just sit down, just sit down. So we get off that, we go to Minnie and Monty boyfriend. Minnie walking up to a place. At first I didn't know where she was going, and then all I hear is, Minnie, what's up, girl? And she looking like, what the hell, who calling me? And it's Monty boyfriend creeping from the side, telling me, I called you down here. I'm like, this scripted ish, but He was like, yeah, I called you down here. I know you and Minnie on money ain't on the good terms right now, but I need your help with something. And she's like, what's up? I need you to help me pick out an engagement ring. And I'm like, oh, that's what I'm talking about. Men that want to put a ring on it. That's exactly what I'm talking about. But you might want to check with your girl because she been out here in these streets. And I don't think you would like the type of behavior she was portraying on the last episode. But that's not none of my business. But I'm just going to need you to check that. And, Minnie didn't say anything. She kept her mouth shut. So, okay. She wasn't being messy with the thing. So, they go into the, I think it was Shane and Cole. They go in there looking for rings. Minnie found this one ring. And he talking about some, look, it got to be reasonable. And it got to be the price I'm willing to pay for. Because, bills got to be paid. Money got to be made. And I can't spend all my money on one thing, okay? It got to be reasonable, okay? So, Minnie, like I said, she picked up a ring. It was, bling bling. You can see it. You ain't got to look like this to see if it's real. It was like standing out there. So, they go with the ring, and she just hoped that, what's her name? Money like it. And she ended up liking it, but the comment she made after wasn't too pretty. But, yeah. We ain't even gonna go in that. So we got Bree and her ex-boyfriend. All I'm gonna say about, it's just go ahead and get into it. I was gonna keep it short, but no, you just need some told too, okay? So they having family time. So it's her ex-boyfriend, but now her boyfriend again. His other son that he had with another woman, and it's Malik. He's so cute. They just so cute. And he got that nice curly hair. But yeah, so they they're doing family time. Look like at the park, on the jungle gym or whatever, and stuff like that. And he gonna bring up to the fact where they brothers. They need to be close to one another. I think we should move back in. Hey, oh, whoa, move in where? Stay where? And I'm like, okay. And she gonna say, do you think you deserve a second chance? Why the hell are you asking him that? Of course he gonna say yes. Do you, Bree, think he deserves a second chance? You done gave this man chance after chance after chances, and he's still doing the same damn thing. But he they didn't let us hear what he said. They went to commercial, then we come back, and she was like, well, a lot of things gotta change. And I'm like, wait a minute. Where's the other cute little son mama at? So you tell me she ain't got no custody? I'm confused. Because you moving everybody and their mama up in your crib. And I'm just... shit didn't work out. Ooh, excuse my French. Ooh, Lord. See, I'm getting very frustrated. Because I'm confused on this whole situation. You let him do this yet again. Because you talking about they was already up in your crib again. But I don't remember seeing Malik's half-brother in the last season. But he probably was. I just wasn't paying attention. But, he just... Hey, we need another place to stay, man. Let's go ahead and stay with you. Let's shack up. And then she gonna say, so what does this mean? What are we gonna be? And he talking about something. We're gonna be one big happy. Hell no, nigga. What are we gonna be? Are we together? Are we cohabitating? What is this? Because if that's just what you think this is, well, you can just lay your head down. Like, I'm all cool for baby boy. I forgot his name, but that's a child at the end of the day. But your butt, no. What we is, and he gonna say big happy family. Oh hell no. You take a big old happy family, you take it to the next one, okay? But of course she accepted it, and that's just what it is. And she was just like, look, I'm gonna have to be, your main priority, me and Malik, because we ain't about to have this, you messing around out chilling and you coming back in here thinking stuff gonna be the same. No, boo. Okay, we'll give him another chance, but is he gonna do the same thing? I'm confused, y'all. It's just bull to me. It's just bull. I'm just gonna get off that before I go on another tangent. So, court date come. We got Minnie and Mama Bear. They headed to the court. They having this small chit chat. Let's get some chicken, and Minnie gonna make a comment talking about all of this over some chicken wings. No, sweetie. It ain't really all nothing over no chicken wings. It's the fact that your mama picked up the chicken wings and threw it at somebody. That's what that is about. It's not just about because some chicken wings. No, it was thrown, okay? And Juicy just felt threatened, as she say. So then they start talking about how this can affect her mama job. Her mama got a good job. I'm like, mama shouldn't let it went to hell. Mama shouldn't even been in that situation. If you want to get technical, it's between you and Juicy. Y'all the one who had the little miniature beef right about now. Mama shouldn't even been in the equation. You know, I tell my mama all day something might pop off. She's like, okay, you grown, you can handle that. You know, don't, cause I ain't got time to bail you out if anything pop off. And I know for me, I got a bad temper as well. Anybody who know me, I have a bad temper. I'm working on that, cause you know, you can see me, oh, she's so sweet, she nice, but cross me or play me like you think you crazy, I can get crazy back with you. Best believe that. Okay, that's just coming from me. But I know I gotta work on that. And you know, at the end of the day, I am a people person, but anybody and everybody can only take so much disrespect, and then they pop off. But in her case, Mama Bell, she wasn't even supposed to be there. I don't even know why she was. I don't know. I guess she just decided she just wanted to come and take up for her daughter, but her daughter is grown. It's not like she's 5-year-old and somebody, you know, tripped her daughter up at the like, I guess you could say like at a park or something. Like, hey man, you know, I guess she went back to the mentality of when Minnie was growing up, and as a little person you get picked on and stuff like that. But this wasn't even about that. I mean, they were just trying to get to the point of how did she have a miscarriage, okay, and it just went left. But the Mama Bell, she took it upon herself, so she got to deal with consequences. I mean, every action has a consequence or has a good outcome, so it is what it is. So then they get they're still talking about the situation, but they finally get to the destination, and Minnie just was like, look mama, I'm gonna need you to be calm, I'm gonna need you to stay focused, and just let it, whatever she said, just let it roll, because I ain't got no money, I ain't got time to bail you out, so we gonna need you on the cool. We need you to be cool, because I ain't got time to bail you out, and I don't have the funds to. Alright. And mama like, you know, I know how to hold my composure. You just told this lady, I'm from Chattanooga, I will drag you. I'm like, no, you really didn't. And then you tried to start something in the court while you was walking to the court. So they get out, they're walking to the courtroom, and they happen to run into what's her name, Juicy. Mama Bell and her daughter told her, do not say nothing, mama, just let it roll. If you see her, just move it to the left, move it to the my right. So she gonna say what she said. Okay, she had said, don't do me. Okay, she gonna say, I'm missing work, don't do me. And Juicy did the grown up thing. She looked at her and took off. I mean, like, we know you clear as day you missing work, okay? But that doesn't mean that you should be throwing chicken wings or anything else at nobody at the end of the day. I mean, wrong is wrong, right is right. So they go in the courtroom and come out. Obviously Minnie and her mama won the case. The judge didn't think it was a probable cause to even have a restraining order or whatever because of something they had said. So they all happy, jumping around, you know, blah blah blah. Her mama said, I felt like I was Tupac in front of the judge. I'm like, Tupac? Let's not compare yourself to that. No. Talking about I should have thug life across my chest. I was like, no, you should not have that across your chest. But I ain't even gonna say what she should have, so I'm just gonna keep them thoughts to myself, because I'm like, really, let's not make a comparison. So then Juicy, she come out, and she, you know, she looking all sad, but it is what it is at the end of the day. So we get off that, we get to the scene where it's Money and Juicy. Money invited her for some drinks because she knew she was having a court day, and of course she just wanted to be nosed, like, what's going on, girl, blah blah blah. So Juicy tells her that the case got thrown out because of something, I still don't understand what Juicy was talking about. I guess because this was her first offense. Mama Bear, Mama first offense. I don't know. I really didn't get a good grip of what she was talking about. But we just know the case. It didn't go how Juicy wanted to go. But she said if she come at her again, it's gonna be same situation. She ain't gonna, go tit for tat or nothing like that. She just gonna get the courts involved. I was like, okay, stay true to form, whatever. So, Minnie was like, not Minnie, what's her name? Money. She was like, well, I think Minnie owe you an apology. She was like, yeah, she owe me an apology, but I could care less about it, this and that, but whatever. So they was, talking some more, and then she was like, well, I might have to call 911 if it pop off again. And then Money, she was like, girl, yeah, call that and call me if I be around. And Juicy like, hell no, I'm definitely not calling you, because you ratchet as hell. You think I'm calling you, then I'd be in more trouble than this. You ratchet, you too hood, I can't do it. Nope, thank you. Nope. So then we go to Malik and Bree. They basically having family time. Her boyfriend again and the half brother, they coming in and setting up stuff because they back in. So then what's her name? Bree, she was telling how she's going out with the girls. They're going to this winery and he's gonna be there with the boys. And he was like, oh, so I'm your babysitter now. I'm like, what the nigga, them your kids. How's you baby? These Negroes, I tell you, I can't. They really acting like the N-word. I'm just gonna say it. How in the hell are you babysitting your own kids? Them are your kids. You should want to spend time with them. Have daddy daycare for once, okay? And he gonna tell me something. You gonna pay me? Hell no, I ain't gonna. I'm helping you by letting you stay here with me. We didn't get this place together. I got it. That means you asked me to come in with me. Did you not remember the conversation? I'ma need for us to move in together. Let's be one big happy family. You coming into my space, okay? That me and Malik, baby boy, done built. You coming here, and you talking about, boy, if you don't get, ooh Lord, it couldn't be me. I was like, you know what? Get out, get out, cause I don't even care if he was just joking, playing, whatever. But I don't think he was joking. That shouldn't even came out your mouth. Pay you? These your kids. Boy, you better. Ooh, child. Let's get off. See, I got to get off. Okay, so then we got Juicy and Minnie. So Juicy decides to invite Minnie out, basically to clear the air, get this behind us, and move forward. Cause when we together, we hang out with the same people and stuff like that, and we just don't want to be in awkward moments. So Juicy said, what do you feel could have been done differently? Or, do you feel anything was done wrong on your part? Okay. Minnie was going to say, well, first off, basically the reason why it went to where it went to is because I was hurt and all this and that about all these questions y'all was asking me like I wasn't telling the truth. And Juicy was like, look, you lied to us before, so we were just trying to make sure A go with B and C go with D, okay? It's just too much at stake, but it still doesn't call for your mama, grown as hell, to pick up some wings and throw it at me. It just, no. And then that was this was the scene where she was talking about she felt like me and mama was a giant to her, and it was just too much. She couldn't take it right now. And she was like, do you think I'm in the wrong? Am I right? Am I, giving you something wrong here? And she's like, no, I hear you. You right, I hear you. So Minnie just ended up apologizing. She was like, look, I'm sorry, you right. It shouldn't have gone the way it went. I shouldn't have got my mama involved, but it is what it is. Let's just move forward. So they kind of make like a little peace offering type thing going on with the drinks. Let's just let bygones be bygones. Next time, if we get into a little tiff and you decide to bring your mama, oh, best believe I'm gonna bring my mama. That's what Juicy was saying, because we ain't about to have this. But no, if y'all gonna have a tiff, just know she might bring Mama Bell, and Mama Bell might bring somebody else from Chattanooga. I don't know, but it just can't. But she ended up accepting what's her name, apology. So hopefully, whatever. Wait a minute, I think I done messed up. Oh man, I done gave y'all too much. I done gave y'all too much too soon. But that I done skipped a lot of stuff. Well, the scene I was supposed to be talking about with Malik and Bree, they went to go check up on Emily's place, and check up on JJ or whatever. But I went a little too far. See, I went a little too far. Okay, but past that whole situation with the baby, okay. So now we're at the review. I'm sorry, I'm just all over the place. I'm trying to make sure I give y'all some good commentary, but I just skipped over that part. I really did. Okay. But yeah, we're just gonna keep it moving right along. So then we get to the reveal size party. So everybody, everybody came, blah blah blah, they doing their thing. So everybody wanna know, is Audrey having, is it Audrey? Well, tiny twin, the one that's pregnant. Is she gonna have a little person, or is she gonna have an average size person? So the thing with them, they got this box. If inside, if it's an actual size cake, it's gonna be an average size person. If it's a little cupcake, it's gonna be a little person. So she opened it up. Yay, they having a little person. Whoop whoop whoop. So congrats to tiny twin with pregnant belly. Alright, so then we go to twins and their boyfriends. They're going double date swimming. Let's just go have some fun in the sun with some water. So then they out there, what was it? Tiny twin is pregnant. She was asking her boyfriend, can he pick her up? He was like, you looking like Sumo or something to that effect. He had said. I was like, you need to stop it. So they end up getting in the water. She played around with her sister, act like she about to be she was like, oh, my water broke. Her water didn't break. So then they was like, go FaceTime with mommy, tell her what's been going on, and we just gonna end it right there. So then we at this wine tasting thing. Melissa, she riding with Bree. She already in her feelings. Talking about something. If somebody want to start with me, I'm need them to shut up. Just shut up and drink. We here to have fun. I'm like, Nick, you the one who starts stuff all the damn time when you on the scene. You starting something. So I'm just gonna get off you. So we finally, everybody get up to the winery place. Bree and Melissa, they like the last one to get on the scene. Everybody like, oh hell, why is she here? Type thing. I guess we just have to make do with what we have. All right. So then they doing a little wine tasting. We got Money. She's just so turned up. She mixing wines together. I'm like, that okay, whatever. She ended up drinking it. Then she spits it out because it was just too much for her. So we just done with the wine tasting. So then the man was like, let's go ahead and go find some grapes or whatever. Well, I'm going too far. Okay, no, before the grape finding, they sitting down, just tasting some more wine. Melissa, once again, she wants to put herself in a situation that don't need to be put in. She gonna ask, well, first she talked about her modeling thing, talking about some twerking, that's just to have fun, but modeling, that's more seen as a profession and more upscale or something. She was to that effect. I'm like, girl, shut up. Why you here? I'm gonna need you to where is Emily? I'm gonna need my Emily back so we can have left cheek, right cheek, because this one I just can't. But then she goes to the fact she addressing Amanda and her sister Man, talking about some, how would you feel if your women was still twerking or something like that? And Chris, he gonna say, well, I don't want her twerking at 30. You know, I really don't want her twerking now. She done got a baby. Now she definitely got another baby. I just don't want her twerking. Of course, he wasn't on his baby side. She felt some type of way. But I'm just like, why does it matter, Melissa? Why does it matter? Why are you trying to start drama? I can't take it with her. So moving on, this is where they go to pick some grapes. So money boyfriend decide he want to propose to her. She already have gone. He telling her, shh, keep quiet, you know, let me do what I gotta do. And she like, you know, she's like, okay. So then he get on one knee, he proposed to her. She like, oh, okay, I like this ring. I see a little bling bling on my hand. All right. So then everybody come over, like, congratulations, this and that. She in her feelings, talking about, oh my gosh, I always wanted this. I didn't think it was gonna come this quick, but it is what it is. Yes. And then she threw a curveball. Juicy, will you do me the honor of being my maid of honor? I was like, oh, shiznit. Did she really just do that? And Minnie was right there. Oh, man. When I tell you people, facial expressions went from to, ooh, damn, did she really just do that? Yes, she did. She really did, y'all. She bluntly just said, can you be my maid of honor? I was like, well, damn, that's a slap in the face. Boo! Right there. So Juicy, of course, girl, yes, I will be the main Pope. Once again, Minnie over there looking like she done lost the owner. She just, this trick, did she really just do? Yes, girl, you done picked out her ring for her, and this is how she do you. Child, she did. So moving on to the next scene, we got Money and her boyfriend, fiance now. So he all chipper and everything. He cooking his lady bed and breakfast. They're doing like a bed and breakfast thing. He was like, I got cook for my baby, you know, whatever. So he did his little thing in the cooking area. I see you. So he go to the room, said, baby, I got a surprise for you. And then, you know, he carrying a little food and stuff like that. He lay on the bed. They have a little small chit chat. Then he opened his mouth to say, well, I didn't too much like how you did Minnie. Because I got a confession. She actually helped me pick out that ring. And then she threw some shade at Minnie. But you was just talking about how you liked it, the ring. Now you don't like it. And she was like, how dare you go behind my back? You know we ain't on cool terms and this and that. And then all of a sudden she got in her feelings. And she started throwing the food he made with the orange juice. Talking about some, you know what? If you feel that strong, you think I'm turning up too much, you gonna marry her then. You gonna marry Minnie. And she just stormed out. I'm like, whoop. Child. I can't. But that was that. I mean, and she talking about somebody petty. Oh, okay, girl. I wouldn't. A man cooking you breakfast, and she said she ain't never got that before. I would have ate that and said, oh, really? Okay. All right. I like the ring though, but I don't know about the man honor thing. But I mean, it's just what. But she was in her feelings. But it is what it is. At the end of the day, I enjoyed the episode this season. They really giving me some stuff to work with. Cause child, when she said, "Can you be the maid of honor?" and everybody's facial expression dropped, it was just too. That was just too much for me. But that was my review of Loving Hip Hop. Damn it, that damn show. Little Women ATL. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you leave comments in the comment section below about my commentary, as well as did you enjoy the episode. Tell me what you liked about the episode. Tell me if you didn't like it. It was just too much. But that scene right there, man, it ain't safe for a person picking out engagement rings, I tell you. But anyway, love y'all. Take care. Peace.